computer. Okay. So now
Hold
we are
on.
recording. So we know that the le makes it infinitive, right?
Mm-hmm.
The infinitive
Okay.
form, like
Yes.
here, infinitive, to
Two.
serve,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we know that the ha is the word the or the, the. So what we don't know from this infinitive form, what we don't know is we don't know the three letters of the root word because
Mhm.
the shittic u is just the vowel that's been added in there.
Mm.
The shittic u has been added
Okay.
in there. So the root word is nigish, and we know it's nigish because feel has two eyes in it, and so you just take those two eyes and stick them between those two letters, and that's how you know it is nigish.
What?
All right.
Wait a minute. Do that again
Okay.
with the he feel.
Feel, yes, ma'am. So if you see the people whoever it was that came up with the Nikud system,
Mm-hmm.
they did not they wanted to take out the guesswork, I guess. And so when you have words that are in a certain verb family, if you want to pronounce the root word, all you got to do is take the vowels out of the name of the verb family and stick them in there, and you can pronounce the word.
Mm.
So the root word here is nigish,
Nikish.
Nikki.
and is from the Hephil family. Now, let's see if I can verify that real quick. We're gonna put it in Blue Letter Bible. Um, I don't know if Nigish is going to be in the Bible. Let's see. We're gonna put I don't know if there's a way I can search for the word in the Bible. Nigish, uh, Hebrew lexicon. I don't know if I can search for it.
Well, do the other way, and if you put to serve in the Bible, or
No,
Torah,
to
see.
serve might be Obed, right? Like Obadiah means to serve.
Mm.
Let's see, Nagish, Strong's 5066. So we're gonna go to H5066 and see what it says. Nagash. So it's telling us not, it's telling us AA. So you see that? Nagash.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a verb to come out, to draw near, to approach, right? To
Mm.
to initiate to of inanimate
Animate.
subject, to draw near, to cause to approach, to bring near, to breed, right? Nagash. And this might just be the first this might just be the first entry for the root. So it might be another one in there somewhere that is Nigish. Because
Toda for that.
it's not giving me
Mm.
the verb family.
That's
Um,
okay.
but yeah, but you know, the reason why I show you this, even though sometimes my explanations might not, you know, they might not pan out when I try to prove them. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why I show you this is because there are some Hebrews that you'll run into out there that say that modern Hebrew is not biblical Hebrew. And I use the Bible to show you that the framework for
Mm.
both modern Hebrew and biblical Hebrew is the same. The
Mm.
skeleton
Yes,
is the same, even though some of the words might not be the same anymore. The skeleton is the same, and so you shouldn't have any fear learning modern Hebrew because
mm-hmm.
you can
Right.
still use modern Hebrew and when you study or when you read the scriptures.
And it's evolution. I mean, it's evolving, as you pointed
Yes.
out with the Phoenicians. We're
Yes,
evolving,
ma'am.
and so it's the language.
Yes, ma'am. And you know, and you
So,
know, if we somehow had a machine that taught us how to speak the same exact Hebrew that King
mhm,
David and King Solomon spoke 2,000 years ago, 3,000 years
mhm,
ago, within one generation, the language would have
It's
evolved
changed.
beyond
Yeah.
that because there's just so many things that they did not have to explain that we have today, like cell phone or automobile, airplane. Oh, you know, modern Hebrew has Latin, is Latin based. And there are
mhm.
Latin words. Telephone is Latin, aeroplane is Latin, Taxi is Latin, so there are some Latin-based words in modern Hebrew. That doesn't make the entire language Latin.
Right.
So I like to show you these things because, for one, I like to teach you how to. I show you my resource so that it becomes your resource, and you just learn how to investigate and search out these things for yourself.
Okay.
So let's go back to this, right?
Hold on.
And what it means is to please humble your spirits, okay? Na lehagish. And I had a friend of mine who was born in Israel, and he's always said, and people just say it from memory. And I was like, hold on, Patio, you're gonna have to slow down and write that out for me so that I can see it. Because if I can see it, I can grasp it. And so we sat there with a whiteboard and we wrote it out, and he explained to me what it means. And I'm like, oh, so now when I say it, I don't have to just run through it. I can actually say it. So we have na lehagish. Na lehagish. Hakivo. Yeah, make sure you say every syllable, right? Na lehagish. There you go. Hakivo. Na lehagish hakivo, right? And then we have this here coming from Psalms, right? It says, "Oh Lord, open my lips, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall show forth thy praise." Right? And it's Yahweh, Safta, Tifta, Ufi, Yogid, Ti He Le Tika, Tialetika. There's no quiz over this. Trust me. I'm putting it out there because you will hear this a lot of times. They call it the divine salutation, right? It's part of the divine salutation.
Okay.
But as you said, they go too fast, and we'd like to learn it. So
let me tell you why they go fast. There's two reasons why they go fast. Reason number one is they don't know how to say it because they're like you and me, and they just hear it all the time. And so they jumble it all together. Like when you do your alphabet, elemental P, right? My little girl's 5 years old and she speaks 4 languages. Hold on. You need to slow down and say all those letters. And then you realize she don't know the letters. She just knows the sound of the song.
The sounds, yes.
Right. So now we got to stop. We got to get some letter cards, and we got to touch every letters. L, M, N, O, P. It's not elemental P. It's L, M, N, O, P, right? So that they go fast because they don't know what they're saying, and they haven't taken a Hebrew course to try to get an understanding, and they're just going off the memory of what it sounds like.
So, one thing I'd like to point out and ask, it's kind of minor, but with the beginning of Psalm 51:15, I can't see all of it. Okay, they have the lowercase O-R-D, and they use Yahweh, and then on the next scripture down, rise up, Lord, L-O-R-D, Yahweh. I think it was just probably a typo, but that lowercase L-O-R-D, from what I was taught some time ago, when it's capital L-O-R-D, it's always referring to Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I'm not sure if I copied it like that or if I changed it myself. I didn't pay attention to that when I was making this. So it's either an error on my part that is not consistent, or you have pointed out one of the 47,000 mistranslations that are in King James Bible. So I don't know for sure which one it is. Okay.
What's the scripture name? I mean, what's the number on that scripture again?
Psalms 51:15. And let me show you where I got it from, because I did not get it from the Blue Letter Bible. I'm talking about the Hebrew scriptures. I got that from I got that
Psalm,
from
Psalm 15 and what?
15, Psalms
51.
51:15.
Psalm 51. Let's say that.
Psalms 51:15. Yes, ma'am. How you doing, Israel?
Shalom,
Um,
everybody. I'm doing well.
Shalom.
Toda Aki.
Shalom.
What I'm looking for is,
I
I
have
don't think
my
it's under miscellaneous,
Tanakh.
John.
I'm looking
No,
in my
not
Tanakh.
there.
So
What?
the Hebrew word that they have for Lord, for that first Lord, is Adonai. But see, these people, they just put Lord. Anytime they see Adonai, Yahweh, they just, so the Hebrew word is Adonai.
So he says
Adonai.
I'm sorry,
Psalms
Adonai. I'm sorry. I
51.
meant
Adonai.
Okay, so here we go.
Adonai.
Psalms 51:15. Thank you for letting us know, Israel. So the word
Okay.
here, Psalms 51:15. Let me blow it out. They have Adonai. Adonai.
That's interesting. I'm looking in my Tanakh. And 51,
Ma'am, Psalms
51,
51:15.
and mine reads, I will teach transgressors your ways, that sinners may return to you. I'll have to check this later, maybe 51:15, and it's really different.
Psalms 51:15.
Okay.
Okay, well, that is a problem for me. I have a problem with that. All
I
right,
do.
the translation is not right. But now you ladies, I should say ladies. I don't know if there's any guys on the call yet. But now we are decoding Hebrew, which means which means you're no longer subject to anybody's mistranslation, right? You have the skills you need to go into the
Okay.
scriptures for yourself and figure some stuff out, which is
Okay.
all I wanted to do when I first started learning Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So look at this, where I'm at. Look where I'm at. This is my Drive document. This is the Kingdom Absorption Manual, right? So if I click on this, it's the PDF version of it. I know that the verse I'm looking for is going to be somewhere down in the 50s or the 170s, something like that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
down here somewhere, when it loads up, you'll see that it has Hebrew that we all should know. I'm not gonna wait. Okay, there we go. It has Hebrew we all should know. Let's see if I can find it real quick. This is the Kingdom Absorption Manual.
Kingdom Absorption Manual?
So the kingdom has this manual for people who wanted to come into the kingdom but did not, were new to Hebrew, new to the
Okay.
whole Hebrew movement. And so they created this manual that you can go through. It has workbooks and stuff. It talks about some Hebrew letters and Hebrew prayers and other things that you could do.
Now, would you clarify for me, kingdom? Whose kingdom?
Okay, so the Israelite organization that I'm affiliated with, or that most of us, I guess, on call are familiar with, is they call themselves the Kingdom of Yah. And they were a group of Hebrews who, in the 1960s, left
Right.
Chicago, DC, Mississippi, Texas, other places, moved to Liberia before moving to Israel to establish a community. That community is called the Kingdom of Yah by their mouth. It's called the African Hebrew Israelites of Jerusalem by the mouth of the Israelis. It's called the Village of Peace. It's got a lot of different names.
Toda, that's clear.
Yes, ma'am. And so they
Clarification of
have,
that.
and so when they were taking in new members, you know how you evangelize people. Some of the people you evangelize might have come out of Christianity or might not have had any religion at all. And so before they release you to your own devices in their community, they want you to go through a little education so you know how to conduct yourself within their community. And
Would I
that's
be
why
able,
they created this absorption manual.
I'm gonna stop interrupting after this, I hope.
No problem. No, your only instruction is to keep interrupting me.
Keep what?
I said your only instruction is to keep interrupting me.
Bessedair. Well, this interruption is asking, how do I, or we who are interested, get one of those manuals?
I will email this one to you when we finish the class.
Okay,
Toda Rabah.
thank you.
Yeah. So here's
Now, also, I
Uh-huh.
want to ask this. Also, understand the manual has not been updated in years. So, some things that may be in there may have elevated, because people, as we grow into more knowledge, you know, things change. So
Yeah.
it was
Evolution.
more centered towards a male rulership, not really a rulership. That might be the wrong male perspective. And so so you may see some things in there, but they probably changed as the mind, as the level, as the understanding elevated. So don't take offense.
No. I wouldn't, because I was with the KOG many years ago, and
Well, that's
probably,
the same thing.
yes, they were
Yeah.
probably formulating that absorption manual just as I was leaving the community. Toda Rabah.
Not calm.
So here we have Shir Amin, right? Song of the people, Song of my people in Hebrew, right? We have 7 fundamental prayers from Jerusalem, raising of the ark, right? Kuma Yahuwah, right there, Ve'afusu Iveka, right? Lowering the ark is right here, Shavu Yahuwah, Rivavola Fe Israel. We have the prayer before battle. We have the prayer for victory. And this is the one that I copied right here, right? Yahuwah Safta Tifta Ufi Yogi. So this is where I get this prayer from. So this is from Psalms 51:15, but instead of using Adonai like they use in the Blue Letter Bible, they used Yahweh instead of Adonai. So that's why it's different. But no, that was an excellent observation, because sometimes you can't just take people's word for nothing no more, because people mess things up all the time.
They do.
People
And
are people.
I don't mind sending you all this document as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Somebody
Thank
has
you.
something they want to say?
Hold on.
Okay, so then we have the raising of the ark, right? Kuma Yahuwah ve'afutsu oivecha ve'anusu misanecha mipanecha. Kuma Yahuwah ve'afutsu oivecha ve'anusu misanecha mipanecha. One last time. Kuma Yahuwah ve'afutsu oivecha ve'anusu misanecha mipanecha. Right? So after we do the raising of the ark 3 times, they go into what's called the divine salutation. Now I'm going to read it in English, and then we'll read it in Hebrew. It says, first, giving all honor to Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, to our Father and Lord, our Messiah, to his princes, to his ministers, to his crown brothers and sisters, and to all his followers near and far, and to all those who are struggling in his name or for his sake. I welcome you all. Peace be upon you. And what it says in Hebrew is Kodem Kol, Kol Hakivod. That's the same Hakivod that we have right here. Hakivod, right? Kodem Kol, Kol Hakivod, Le Yah, right? For Yah, or to Yah, right? To Yah, Yahuwah, right? There's Yahuwah. Yah Kadosh. Kadosh is the Holy One. Yah Kadosh Israel. Yah Kadosh Israel, the Holy One of Israel. Le Avenu, Abba, right? Here's Ab, the root word, Ab, Abba, right, Father. Le Avenu, to the Father, or our Father, right? Adonenu, our Lord, Adon, right? Adonenu, HaMashiach, the Messiah, HaMashiach. For Le Nasikav, right? Nasik is prince, le nasikav, le sarav, sarav like Sarah, right? Le
Yes.
sarav,
Women
le
administrator.
aturav, aturs,
Mm.
right? Le aturav,
Velako.
ulekov, ulekol, right? And to all, or and for all. This
So
word
it
here
wouldn't be Velako, it's Ulako.
is ulekov. That's what I like I said, I transferred this or copied this from something else. I didn't write this. So that's how they did it. I would have said Hamashiach le Nasikim, because there are no female Nasiks in the kingdom right now. So I don't know why they say Nasikav. That's a question for somebody with a better understanding than I have. And then le Sarav or Sarim, right? Sarim would be plural, Sarim, male, plural. Le Aturim, the Aturot, right? You can say Aturim and Aturot. But I don't know why they say Sarav and Aturav. I don't know why. Uleko, and to all, and for all. Kasadi, right? Kasadi, right? The followers of,
The same.
right? Yeah, the saints, the followers of saints. Aloshe, alo, I'm sorry, le alo, shekerovim, le alo shekerovim, alo, sherikokim, sherikokim, shenavakim, bishmo, o,
Oh,
lemano, right?
so,
Ani,
and
mi, varech, otikim, shalom aleichem. Peace be upon you.
Peace be upon you. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Told her right. Yes, they've made a lot of changes.
They made a
When
lot
we
of changes.
started, when I was in the early 80s, late
Yes, ma'am.
70s, we started with pretty much that introduction. And we also were taught, and I was one of the teachers of Yeshua's, the Lord's Prayer, Aveno Shabbat Shemayim Yikadash Mecha, Tabu Malkutika. They no longer start or use that, from a little knowledge I have of what they're using now.
Yeah, and I think the Lord's Prayer is in the absorption manual too. I'm going to send y'all a copy of the absorption manual, and you can look at it just for your own edification. I don't know what part of it they use. They hardly ever talk about it anymore. But I was part of the. I used to be part of the Hasbara because I'm a writer. I'm a professional writer and a teacher, and my background is in journalism and publication, and so I used to be, once upon a time, before they started getting mad at me all the time. I used to be part of Hasbara, so I have a lot of the different documents. But it's just like I say, for your own edification. You can look at this later on, and I'll send this document to you as well. And all you got to do is take it and highlight what you don't understand, throw it into one of those softwares, and see what the words mean, and just practice on your own.
Hold on. At the very top of the Ivrit lettering, what is? Okay, no, go down a little more. Oh, I see what it was. Slika.
Okay.
No more interruptions.
No. That's your one assignment. That's your one job, is interrupt me, because I talk forever and won't shut up.
Speak
Yes.
In the section you just read, I just want to clarify because I see in the English part, please. Come across, yes. To our Father and Lord, our Messiah, who's reference here to his princess? Who is the Messiah is referenced?
Okay, so this here was something that I removed from the prayer, because they have in the original prayer, they have to our Father and Lord, our Messiah, no, to our Father and Lord. Then it says to Ben Ami HaMashiach, to Ben Ami HaMashiach. And they consider Ben Ami to be the spiritual leader of their organization. And so I removed to Ben Ami out of the prayer because I am not a Ben Ami saint of the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate and I understand that he was significant in the movement and he was anointed. All right. I don't mind somebody being anointed, but I don't consider him to be Messiah in the sense or in the Christian sense, if you will, right? Now,
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So where does the word Messiah come from?
Well, that's exactly where I was going, right? Messiah, all Messiah means is messenger, right? Look at this. I'm going to copy the word Messiah.
Yes. It's a lot.
So because we have this this already predetermined notion of what a Messiah is from the English form, it's like we cannot allow that we cannot let that go in order to, I mean, the Martin Luther King
Was a
his
Messiah.
time period
Yes.
was a Messiah.
Yes.
Malcolm X was a Messiah.
Yes.
Marcus Garvey was a Messiah. These brothers, they were messengers. They were anointed by Yah to do a job.
Yes.
So to say, I'm going to take that out, okay, was he not a messenger? Was he not a Messiah? We're not saying he was the only one. We're not saying he was not the only one. And I'm not, and understand me, I only worship Yah. That's it for me. But I am not going to discredit the works that somebody else did because I got this predetermined notion in the back of my head, this Jesus notion that a Messiah is somebody that's gonna come out the sky and save me.
You best believe
that's all I had to say.
No, you're absolutely right. And you best believe that anybody that has a problem with anybody else calling Ben Ami a Messiah, the only reason why they have a problem with it is because they are not yet prepared to let Jesus go.
Right.
They're holding on to this idea of Jesus. Because all Messiah means is what? To converse or a messenger. Anybody with a message. If I come by your house and say, "Hey, your house is fire, you better get out of there," and you listen to me and you get out of there, I just saved your life. I am your Messiah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I hear you.
Absolutely.
So we're on the same page. I removed this.
Yeah, I fully understand what a Messiah is, an anointed one, etc. It's not have to do with any Christianity at all. I just wanted to ensure because I'm new to this group, so I just wanted to see where the group is coming from. But the word Messiah, Mashiach, etc. I understand it clearly. The anointed one, and I know there are several Messiahs in the past and still to come. Of course, just here they can show that what I'm seeing is on the page. It's not on Christianity at all.
No, every question is valid because that, believe it or not, all of this stuff is really increasing your understanding of the Hebrew. Because you have to understand, when they say, for instance, Jesus is the Son of God, right? And, God doesn't need a son. Look, anybody that has a disciple, that relationship is like a father to son relationship. So Sar Malak is not my biological father, but I called him Abba because he was the father of the idea that was instilled in my conscious. And he has to nurture and protect and process that idea in my head the same way that I have to chastise and protect and nurture my son. So that is Hebrew terminology. To call somebody a Messiah or to call somebody my son or my father, that is just Hebrew Israelite terminology. And we have to get away from the hocus pocus that Christianity taught us.
Okay, I'm certainly Moreh, I certainly appreciate this book because since I came on to understanding this Hebrew Israelite, I've been looking, saying uh, where's the literature, where's the information? You just have the scripture, as it were. Not that the scripture isn't valid or Torah isn't valid, as the case might be. But I'm saying, to be honest, I was on the verge of converting to Judaism when I met the Hebrew Israelite, right?
Mhm.
And there was so much information. I tell you, I have the manual to convert to Judaism. I have Pesach, I have Yom Kippur book. I'm full. And I'm like, understand the Hebrew Israelite. I'm saying, like, where's the information that I can read and, get more knowledge in
Mhm.
terms of who we are and what have you. So when I'm seeing you with this particular book, yeah, I'm very, very intrigued, that actually there are literature out there that but just that we weren't aware. Wasn't aware of it and how to access it. So I appreciate it a lot.
Oh yeah,
And I
absolutely.
expect there be much more you have. I'm a book person.
And I show you my resources because I don't want anybody to. The Bible says, a man that covers his head, it's a shame. It's for a man to cover his head. So I show you everything that I'm doing because there's safety in seeing what it is I'm doing.
So then,
I'm
Shalom,
not trying to
Cleavon.
be mysterious at all. Somebody said
I,
shalom.
Shalom to Koti Cleavon. She's
Hey, shalom,
joined.
shalom to everybody on the call. Let's see who we have on the call now. Got quite a few people. I see Akoti Clavon, Cassandra Israel, Sarah, Isria, Nilo, Deborah, Cassandra. Yeah, we got plenty of people on the call now. Everybody's welcome to be here. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to interrupt me. Today, what I'm doing is I'm really going through um, some of these things that I have here. I teach Hebrew based on conversational Hebrew, things that I want to learn how to say more than is different from the way Sarah might approach it. So if you have any questions or if you want to get an explanation of something that is not even language, but just something you heard about Hebrew Israelites that you want to, know more about, we can do that. Um,
I'm looking at Shana Tova.
yes, ma'am. Shana Tova. This was
Which
a flyer
reminds
I
me,
made.
that some holy days are approaching.
Ma'am, we have Yom Kippur and Shabbaton, Zikron Hatruach, which is the memorial blowing of the trumpet.
Blowing of the trumpet. And the next month coming,
The next month we have Sukkot,
Sukkot. That's it
or
there.
the Feast of Tabernacles. Tents,
Right,
yeah,
tabernacle.
booths, tabernacles, tents, all the same. But yeah,
Okay,
this is
so
just this was a Shabbat flyer for the one of
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova, yeah. And this is my organization here. Hebrew Israelites of Greater Houston. It's just me trying to get all the Hebrew. See, there's a lot of different Hebrew Israelite camps. And my philosophy is rather than separate ourselves into camps, we should all just be the Hebrew Israelites of Greater Houston. One camp, one organization, rather than all these different stagnant organizations. But anyway, this is something else I'll show you real quick. So these are the schools of thought associated with Hebrew Israelites, right? We talk about the different kinds of Hebrews, right? The Messianic Hebrews. We have Old Testament only Hebrews. We call them non-Messianic. We have Christian Hebrews like IOG or Pastor Bowie. You have the One West camps, You have the kingdom of Yah, or I call them postmodern, right? Hebrews. Then you have different kinds of Hebrews, African diaspora, and I talk about their different beliefs and practices, right? Onto ontological beliefs, epistemological beliefs, axiological beliefs, and eschatological beliefs. But it's just a little document. It's just good for reading.
Is GAI in there? GIA, Greater Awakening Israelite Association, or I'm not certain about all the
So
letters.
these frameworks are not individual camps. These are individual schools of thought associated with, so there might be several different camps under each one of these different
Okay,
organizations.
that's there.
Yeah. And yes, ma'am.
Could I get a hold of this as well?
Can you see?
Actually, I was talking with a young man this evening, and he wants to bring a guy to meet me who is a previous Hebrew Israelite who had this school of thought with Jesus as their savior, and he wanted him to meet with me because he knows that I don't have the Jesus
Yeah.
as savior. I mean,
Mhm.
so seeing this information and really intriguing me this evening. I am really feel free to send me information. I read a lot, and that's how I learn.
I
And
will. I will send it to you.
I really appreciate this. I'm so happy I got on tonight.
Anigam,
Yes, ma'am.
Anigam.
And yeah,
Yeah, Abalak went.
yes.
So,
Okay.
I'll send it to you. No problem.
Hold on.
So let's go back to where I was. I think I was here. We were okay. Yeah. So this is basic conversations in Hebrew. So let's think a minute about having a conversation in English. I would call somebody on the phone and I would say, "Hey, how are you doing?" Or, "Hey, how you doing? This is Jonathan." "Oh, I'm doing good, Jonathan. How's your day going?" "Oh, my day is going well. How about you?" "Well, I can't complain. What are you doing today?" All right. And you kind of build on this conversation, right? Back and forth. And the way it goes, usually for us who speak Hebrew or who try to speak Hebrew, is we'll say the first part of the conversation in Hebrew, and then at some point we have to switch back over to English because we're just out of Hebrew words, right? So you might say shalom. "Oh, shalom, shalom. Ma nishma or ma shlamka, right? "Oh, ani tov, ma shlamet, or itov, right? Niyata, how about you?" Right? And then, "Oh, tov, then boom, we're back to English. So I tried to figure out, what is the next step to this Hebrew conversation? All right. What is this next step to this Hebrew conversation? Right?
That's there. Are you asking a question or that was a statement?
Well, it's a rhetorical question, but it's what I want you to think about, right? What is the next step to this conversation? Right? So let's say I would say, shalom, shalom, tov, boker tov. You would say, "Oh, boker tov." You would say, "Mizeh," right? "Who is this?" Right?
Yes.
Ani Israel.
"Ani Israel." Okay. What else might you say? After you say "Ani Israel," what would you say?
My
Usually
son.
ask how their
"Ma
families
shlamka."
doing.
Okay. "Ma shlamka." And what would you say after that? I would
How's
say
their
tov.
family?
Told me
Ma- Tov miod, okay.
Oh, okay.
Ve'ata or ve'et.
There.
Okay, then I want to know what you doing.
Then you want to know what?
I want to know.
My osa.
Here we go.
Okay, how do you say it? I'm on the phone, so I can't see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to zoom in on it. Let's see if I can zoom in.
What are you doing?
So we have, I'm going to do it from the other way. Let's see. From here, we have Ma,
Ma,
Osha, Ma,
ta,
Ata.
Ma, ata.
ma, ta.
All right.
Ota.
Osa.
Ma, ata. So this word here, right? If you are masculine, if you're masculine, you would say ose,
Ose. Or Osa.
mata ose.
Mm.
To a man is mata ose. If
Uh-huh.
it's to a woman, you would say
Ma,
this,
Pa, Osa.
ma
Ah.
at. Let me just put the out the other way. Ma at. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to type backwards. Ma at osa. So for a man is ma ata ose. For a woman, it's ma at osa.
What's that?
Ma
Allah.
at.
And what's the last word? Halila?
Or you can say hayom,
Halila?
halila, ha'eretz, hayom,
This
Oh,
evening.
what you doing tonight or
This
this
evening.
evening?
right? This morning.
Oh,
Now, how would you?
Okay.
Here's my aunt right here. My aunt Ata. Let me erase this.
that's
My aunt Osa Hayom or Ha'aretz.
This evening.
Huh? Ha Makar. What is this? What are you doing
Tomorrow.
tomorrow? Ha Makar. Okay. Somebody been studying Hebrew. Ma Ata Osa.
Hasorim.
What is that?
Hasorim.
Afternoon.
Afternoon. There you go.
So like.
Ha'at
Hayom.
Osa. Hayom is
Hayom.
today.
Today.
Right?
mm-hmm.
Ani.
Ani.
I mean,
Shock.
Ani Misa cake.
Misa cake.
Misa cake.
Okay.
It's not that easy without the nikud.
That is- So
Misa cake. Mhm.
let's talk about this right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I going? I'm going to this. Okay. Let's talk about it. Wrong one. This one. All right. See what it says. Misa cake, right?
Okay.
I am playing what?
oh,
I need misa cake. Where was it at? I need misa cake.
I mean, psychic.
Bekoots. Bekoots.
Outside.
Outside. I'm playing outside.
Slow down.
I am playing outside. What's see? Bekoots outside.
Mm.
Coots outside. See it? I am playing outside.
Mhm.
So all I did was I took what I would normally say. Now, of course, I'm playing outside. This is because my students were 9 and 13, and their uncle had them outside the house because he didn't want them inside tearing up nothing, right? So I need misa cake bekoots. I'm playing outside. But what if you want to say I'm reading a book? How would you say that?
Ani Korim. No, Ani Korea.
No, not Korea. Is it
Sefer.
Korea? Is Korea masculine or
Sefer.
feminine?
Read it. To read it.
Correct.
Correct.
It's
Yeah. Ani
feminine.
correct.
Sefer.
Correct.
Asefer.
Hasefer. No,
Yeah.
well, you wouldn't say the book, right? Unless you were talking about a specific book, then you would have to say et hasefer, right?
Hasefer.
No,
Et
you would say
hasefer.
you would say ani koret sefer, right? I am reading a book. If you say ani koret hasefer, you would have to say ani koret et hasefer. I am reading it, the book. Okay? Just a little correction of Hebrew grammar. But
Correct.
if you're saying I'm reading a book, you would just say Ani Koret Sefer.
Correct.
Correct. That's it there.
Or you can say Ani Koret HaTorah. I'm reading the Torah,
Okay.
right? Ani
Okay.
Koret Ani Koret
Tanakh.
what's
Would it be?
newspaper? I'm trying to think of newspaper.
Oh, what is it?
I can't think of it.
Nayar, something
Like that, right? Oh, Eton.
something.
Look, I'm saying it right here, but it's right here. Eton. Ani
Eton.
Koret Eton.
Eton.
Yeah. I've been doing this too long. I kind of forget some of the words. Ani, what is this one here?
I'm reading
Where?
Gazin.
Migazon.
Magazine?
Magazine.
Oh, wow.
Magazine, yes.
Magazine.
Ani Koret magazine.
Magazine. Modern English. I mean Hebrew.
Mhm.
You know how they say it. That's Yiddish. Ani Koret
What?
magazine.
Yeah.
Correct.
Ani Koret Sefer, right?
Yeah.
Or Koret Sefer, right?
Fair.
So we're still talking about what are you doing, right? Ma'at Osa Hayam, right? What are you doing now?
I'm eating.
Oh, call eating. Okay.
Ani
Okay.
Okel.
Ani Ocher, I'm eating. What about this one here?
Yashan.
Ani.
I get Sean. I get Sean. Read that again.
Yashin.
Yashain. What is Yashain?
I don't know. What's that?
Yashin.
Taking a bath. What's your shame?
A full Moreh.
You don't hear me snoring?
We didn't hear you.
No.
Oh, I'm over here snoring. I'm over here trying to snore so y'all can get the word. Look, let's look at it. Yashain. Yashain, sleep.
Oh.
Yashain.
That's what I'm doing, right? I need your shame.
Okay.
Like it is.
Ani Ivrit Kita.
Kita.
Ma'at Osa Hayam. Ma'at Osa Halayla. What are you doing tonight? What am I doing in this one here?
I need no la.
What's this here?
Shalom.
Shalom. We know what ani is, right?
Mhm.
We know what this is, don't we? Do we know what that means?
Not, no.
Okay. What's this here? Somebody sound it out.
Cologne.
Cologne. Okay. What do you think cologne means?
Well, Kalav is milk.
Everything.
Close. Anything.
Anything.
Cologne. Anything.
Anilo osa cologne, right? Or cologne. I'm not doing anything.
I need no. Okay.
One nothing. Like that.
Any questions?
Thursday. Yeah, but come on. Just leave them in.
This one here, what do you think this one is? Somebody read it.
Dabar?
Dundavar, nothing. Dundavar, nothing.
Shum davar. Shum.
Let's see what the other word is. You're right though, it's nothing. I'm not doing nothing.
Shum davar.
Let's see.
Okay.
Somebody's yawning.
This is Rhea. I'm
You ain't
so
even done,
sleepy.
you ain't even done no work.
Man, I'm just leaving.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to this other one here. It's called reversal context. Because
Like that.
it'll give me the, where is it at? Reversal. Okay. Reverse contexto.
Yeah. Reverso.
Is it reversal?
Reverso.
Oh.
Reversal. Oh, there we go. You're right. All right. So let's show you. Let me show you. Sometimes you can't put these words in there as a phrase because they don't like it. But this one here, reversal context is good for putting phrases in there. Okay.
Total.
So we're gonna search it out. Right. We're gonna put it in English. Maybe later. All right. So this is here. Shum davar, which means nothing, right? I am doing nothing, or I'm not doing anything. It can be nothing or anything. So just remember that, if you can, that there's two ways of saying it, right? Lo osa klum or shum davar, right? I'm not doing it. And shum davar is more like a statement all of in itself. You don't have to say I need lo osa. You can just say shum davar, right?
Hold on.
Then we have what does this here say? What is this?
Aim, aim.
Ain't
Right?
nothing.
Nothing. Ain. You can just say ain. You know, you just,
Ain't.
three ways of saying the same thing, right?
Mhm.
Now what do we have?
Oh, so far.
So far.
Said it. I need so far. Said it.
Guess what it is?
What is it?
Let's see what this first word is.
Mhm.
I am watching. Zofa. Now what you think it is?
TV.
No, TV would be television, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Latin,
Yes.
right? Is the Latin word. This is like saying I'm watching a show, right?
Okay.
Let me show you. It's like saying I'm watching a show or I'm watching a story, a film,
Okay.
right?
Oh.
I'm watching a movie or something, right?
Mhm.
Remember, we're asking what you're doing tonight. So maybe you come home and you watch TV. I'm watching Netflix. Oh, I'm just watching Sedex. I'm watching a show, watching a film. I asked somebody that speaks Hebrew these questions before I presented it to my class, and they were like, sometimes they would say, we don't really say it like that. Sometimes they say, you can say it like that. And other times they say, no, shows, don't write that, write it like this. So this is one of those things that they were correcting me, right? They were, because otherwise sometimes I can say something or translate it from English to Hebrew, and nobody really says it like that in the colloquial family setting, or they might say, well, shows that's really formal and we don't talk that formally. Right? You have language that you use at work, you have language you use at church, you have language you use at home. And so sometimes I'll translate something and like, oh, shows that's way too formal. You could say it like that, but we normally just say it like this. Okay. Now, look at this. What is this one here? Ma'at osa hayam. Ma'at osa halala.
Same thing with the night.
Yeah.
I like that.
Tonight.
Going
My-
to work.
I need.
Yeah. So,
Let's talk about what we know. We know what ani is,
yeah.
right? We know that zufa means to watch, right?
So far.
So sound out this last word. We know that the bet is in, right? Or at.
Yes.
Fish.
I'm not gonna tell you because if I tell you, you'll be like, oh
Who
yeah.
is that?
That's the television, isn't it?
Yeah. Bet television.
Televisa.
Yes. We know that bet is in or at, right?
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We have te. Then we have lo. Then we have v, z,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yang. Television.
Televisia.
Yeah.
Ani
Okay.
ani zufa be televisia. I'm looking at television.
Gotcha.
Remember.
You're not looking in the television. You're looking at the
Mhm.
television. Okay. So the be could be in or at. Ani zufa be televisia.
Mm.
So now I'm gonna give all of y'all this this worksheet too, so you can practice. All right. What about
Okay.
this one here? Ma'at asa hayam.
And I'm going to.
The question.
Move on. What's this one?
You say it again, please.
Mahalo.
Holek. I'm going.
Yes, okay. Uh-huh.
Love that you all are trying to sound out the words. That is exactly what you should be doing, is trying to sound out the words.
Kanut.
Kanut. Lachanut.
Yeah.
Lachanut.
Lachanut.
Lachanut. You're right. Lachanut.
Kanut.
And there are no nikuds. You know, there's very few nikuds.
Sure wasn't.
Ani holech lechanut. Two gutturals. Ani holech lechanut. I am going to the store.
Kanut.
Okay.
Or you could say, I need bechanut. What is bechanut?
In the store.
In the store.
Or at the store, right? I'm in the store, I'm at the store.
Or
Yes.
at the store. Okay.
I need bechanut. I am at the store. So these are all things you can say. Remember, this is going to give you like 2 or 3 more layers to this conversation piece, right?
Great. Yes.
Okay.
What about this one here? What is this one here saying? Ma'at osa hayom.
Ani Olek.
Avita.
Bait.
How about eat?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Habaita.
Habayit.
Habaita.
Habaita. So that's like saying I'm in my home.
Okay.
Okay.
Habaita.
I'm at my house. I'm at my house.
Yes.
Or I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house.
Olek.
I'm going to the house that belongs to me.
Gotcha.
Or you could say, let me show you this.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to take this word here, what is this word?
Sefer.
Fair.
Okay.
Book.
If I take this word and I would say, and I'll do this. Let me see. It's not working for me. There we go. If I did that,
Beit Sefer. Beit Sefer.
yeah, I'm going to the schoolhouse, right?
Yes.
So
Beit Sefer.
so we do it like this. We do it like that. So you know that it's my house and not some other type of house. Ani holech habaita. I'm going to my house.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's say you say this. I said ma'at osa hayom, and you say ani kore sefer, right?
Reading a book.
I can say this.
Ma, reading what?
Reading what?
No.
Ani kore. Kore ma.
Kore.
Korema.
Korema. Korema. Korema.
You're reading, right? Oh, Torah. Right? Zufe, Zufama. Right? Zufama. Zufama. What are you watching?
Oh.
Zufama. What are you watching?
Mama.
Zufama.
Le ochelma. What are you eating?
Mhm. Eating what?
You
Okay.
can say pasta, right? That's Hebrew. Pasta. You can say ani ochel, or you say ochel a farsik, a peach. Ochel patuach, apple. Ochel patuz, right? Orange.
Okay.
Mm.
So just
Oh, no.
something else you could say for conversation, right?
Okay.
What is this here? Ata asuk. What is asuk? I don't even know what asuk is. Let's see. Ata asuk. Ata asuk. Oh, I'm busy.
Oh.
Okay.
Or then is you busy? You can say ata asuk. I'm busy, or are you busy? Right? You can ask it as a question. Ata asuk. Ani lo asuk. Right? I know I'm not busy.
Took. Busy.
Ani lo asuk. Ve'ata, are you?
Mm.
What about this here? What is it? What do you think this is?
Honey. Ata.
A. It's not A for F.
A4.
A for ata.
Oh,
Where are
yes,
you?
okay. Mhm.
How do you say I'm at the store?
Oh, that was that word I can't remember. Store. What was store? A Cote Verdale with a store.
Isn't it Canute?
Chanut, yeah.
Canute? Mhm. Canute. I'm sorry, I walked away a moment.
Chanut, I'm at the store. All right. So let's go a little bit further. See what else we have on here. Oh, here we go. Look, Bechanut. I gave the answer. I don't know why. I haven't seen this document in a while, so I don't know that my answers are following after the questions. Bechanut. Look at this. What is this word? Foata, where are you?
I don't know what that is.
Foata. A foat.
It's Nicodo.
Nibit Park. So we have pay, we have a or aleph, we have resh, and then we have kaf, Park, in the park.
Oh, please.
Uh-oh.
That was not fair.
I like that. I like, okay.
The park, in the park. Yeah, absolutely. See, some words just don't translate to Hebrew. They're just English sounding words. Unfortunately, just English sounding words.
Okay.
The park, in the park.
The park. Okay. We had the course in one of our sessions with
Right,
Sarah.
course, in the
Yeah.
course.
Yes.
There's a lot more, or there's only a few more of these, maybe. Oh, look at this. Let's go down and see what they are. Nothing. Watching a film or movie, watching television. I'm going to the store. I'm going home. Reading what? Eating what? Are you busy? Where are you? In the store, in the park, talking to my mother. Midibirit, ami, or imi.
My mother.
My mother, imi.
With M is with.
Aim is with or to, yeah. Talking with or to. Midibir is what? I do a lesson on Midibir. That is what this is here.
Speaking.
Yes, this here is a lesson that I did. It was called Into the Wilderness, because a lot of Hebrews are talking about going into the wilderness, but the word for wilderness, if you understand the word is actually, let me show you. The word is actually right here. Midbar, right? Midbar, which means out of your mouth. So the same is true of this right here, right? I am talking to my mother.
Yeah.
Midibirit, imi. So Ima is mother, but Imi is my mother. Imo is your mother, right?
Right.
Talking to my father. Midibir, im abi. Imi
My
abi.
dad.
Talking to my father, talking with my father. Now we have past tense. Diveriti im abi. That was, I was talking versus I'm talking. So one is present tense and one is past tense. I'm going to give y'all this document so you don't have to worry about trying to write it all down unless you just want to. I can slow down a little bit, but just giving it to you so you have it. Anachnu, look at this. Can we go, or we are going? Anachnu. Yikolim lelechet. Can we go, or are we going? Right, depending on how you act it, depending on how you inflect the saying, can be either or. Can we go, or are we going to the store? Yes, ma'am.
Can I take you up on the you said some classes that the Nikidot will either be all or none?
I'll say it one more time.
I think previously you mentioned that the Nikidot for the vowels. Well, either they have all vowels or no vowels, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm seeing some words here with and some without. Like, can we go? We are going. No vowels.
So yeah, so one of the things I told you was that you'll never see a text in Hebrew that only uses the vowels sometimes. So let me explain why this document doesn't apply to that. Let me explain why this rule doesn't apply to this document. This document was given in sequential order. Okay, so for some of these words were actually sight words. Okay, so you can see, like, for instance, kolam right here. But ani lo osa would have been a sight word, right? Shum devar was something that you would have never seen before. So I gave you the nikudot so you could sound it out, right? Ain would have been a sight word. These would have been words you would have been already familiar with. Now watch this. For things that I know that you have never seen before, like like zufa, I give you the nikud, right? Here I have holech, so you can sound it out. But in the second case, I give you holech without the nikuds because you should have applied, well, that's the same word as this. So I'm going to say, so I'm trying to, the reason why some of the words have the nikud and some of them don't is because I'm trying to wean you off of using the nikud all the time.
You see that? You see that?
And that's the only reason why some of these words have the nikud and some of them don't.
You see that?
Right? Because remember, I told you in Israel, when you go to school from kindergarten to third grade, everything has a nikud, and then fourth grade and fifth grade, they start to slowly wean you off of the nikud. So I'm doing it very subtly by not telling you that this is the same word. I want you to recognize that, oh, that was the same word from above, right? I'm trying to slowly wean you off of the nikud. And it makes it more difficult, but that difficulty you're having is necessary in order for you to start connecting those dots. You know what I'm saying? So that was a great observation that you made, right? It's very important that you are able to recognize words with and without the nikud, because one of y'all asked me one time, well, how do you know how to pronounce it without the nikud? You just got to get used to the words. You just got to see the word with nikud a bunch of times, and then one day you'll notice, oh, I know that word even without the nikud. I know it. So I'm just trying to wean you off the nikud. And bait is another one of our sight words, right? You should be able to recognize bait, and you should be able to recognize that ha is a prefix, right?
Yes.
You should be able to recognize chanut is a sight word, and you should be able to recognize the la is the infinitive affix, right? Kore is a sight word. Ma is a sight word. Le'ochel is a sight word. So I'm not giving you the nikud on these words because we say these by the time you get to this worksheet in my course. We've said these words so many times that you should know what they are. So I didn't go through all that with this class, but when I created this worksheet, whenever it was created, my class had been in my class for several other classes, and they were ready for me to remove some of the nikud. So I just, but if you need me to put the nikud on them, I will. I don't mind.
No, I understand that.
Okay. Yeah, but like I say, if you need the nikud, or if you're sitting at your computer and you come across a word and you have no idea what it is, like let's say for instance, just copy and paste it, throw it into this software right here, and this one does a really good job of telling you what a word is. And with, right? Boom, we're gonna go with this one, and it's gonna give you all the meanings of me with me, imanu with us. I have a friend named Ya Imani, right? or even my son's name, Olam Emmanuel, right? Emmanuel, Yah with us. So Emi is like with me or with us. So it comes from the word im or yemi. You can say it with the im or you can say it with the y sound, yemi. It all comes out the same. But yeah, just that struggle you have if you are not as confident with the Nikud, or if you're not as confident without the Nikud, that is the necessary struggle to really get yourself familiar with the words without the Nikud. It's because your brain is trying to read it and it's just not working as fast as you want it to work. It's processing it, but it's not processing it as fast as you want it to process.
Yeah.
Can we go to the store? Anachnu. Look at this, same thing, right? I gave you the Nikud up here, and then I'll take it from you right here. So you should be able to know this word. This is the same word as cholim up here, but it's just a different conjugation of cholim. Anachnu yi cholim lelechet lechanut. Can we go to the store? And here you could say, can we go to the bank? How do you say bank? You say bank, bank. Be a in bait, olive, noon, cough, bank, bank. Like it's like park. You just spell it with the English, spell it the same way you spell it in English. Can we go to the bank? Because there was no such thing as bank when they were in Israel back then. So can we go to the bank? Can we go to the doctor? Can we go to the store? Can we go to the zoo? Can we go to the airplane? Anachnu yekolim lelechet ha takana. Can we go to the station? Right? You can put anything you want right there. I'm going to send this document to you all, and I'm going to give you a homework assignment. Your homework assignment is to take this information, and I want you to start building a conversation, right, with yourself. Imagine you're talking to somebody or call somebody on the phone and say, hey, we're going to have this conversation and we're going to struggle through this together and try to come up with a few more layers to this conversation piece. Start with what you know. Maslam Ka told me, oh, shalom, shalom, whatever. Start with what you know. Start with things you say all the time. And then use this worksheet to build the next couple of layers of the conversation. Does everybody understand the homework assignment?
Okay.
Thing.
Does anybody have any questions or comments, concerns?
No. She'elah. Ain she'elah.
Ain Taylor? Okay.
Ainley, Aki, Torah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get started on that. I'm going to send 3 documents out. I'm going to send this worksheet out, number 1. Number 2, I'm going to send this out because it has this is my Shabbat lesson. So if you're interested in what I was talking about, you can, all the links are there and everything. But it has the divine salutation in the beginning. So I'm going to send this document out, and I'm going to send out the schools of thoughts. Okay, the one that y'all liked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mention something in the group chat, and then just respond like, hey, I want it out, so I know who to, or respond with your email so I know who to send it to. Okay.
Put over
That's it.
email.
Aki, some words that you are saying, like I am going to, you keep saying I am going to. Can you say that in Hebrew, like so we can hear it, repeat it? You know what I'm saying? So we can
Very
start
good.
putting on just like certain little words. I don't know.
So here we go, right here, right? Adaknu, which is we. We have Yekolim, right? Lalechet. Anachnu Yekolim lalechet. Anachnu Yekolim lalechet. Lalechet. Then we have Anachnu Yekolim lalechet lachanut. Lachanut. Anachnu Yekolim lelechet lachanut. And that is, I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom. That is, can we go to the, depending on how you ask it, can we go to the store or we are going to the store? And lelechet means to walk or to go, okay? It means to walk or to go. And hey, you know, if you have somebody in your life that speaks Hebrew that might give you a better way of saying it, then you know I defer to their expertise, okay? Because I am not a native Hebrew speaker. There might be an easier way of saying it, or maybe I'm saying one too many words, okay? But you can definitely get a good study off of putting these words in the program and looking at what they say, okay?
Speak out.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, since going to the store is actually moving about, walking or something, if I'm going to do something, would it be another goal?
No, I'm not sure. So this might even be redundant, you know? I don't know. You might be saying, I'm going to the store, you know? It could be a redundancy, I don't know. I would defer to somebody that has more expert knowledge of Hebrew than I do.
Yes, there.
I don't want to give you the wrong answer, okay? But if you were to say this to somebody who spoke Hebrew, they would know what you were saying, but they might want to correct how you say it. They might say, "Oh, that's too formal," or "You don't have to say that. You can say it like this." You know, those little nuances of the language. They just
like riding
they
to the
just miss me, you know?
store,
Yeah,
bicycling to the store, skating to the store.
that's something you can look up, right? I mean,
The more
we can see
specific, yes.
we can see what bicycling is. I don't. That's a different word for me. Let's
I mean,
see.
you're going to the store, but you're specifically saying I'm riding to the store. I'm driving to the store.
So let's try driving. Let's see what that is.
Okay.
Driving is the Hebrew word nahiga. Let's see.
So this is a new modern word then.
Yes, it definitely is a modern word.
Okay.
Let's see, nahiga. We're gonna copy that. We're gonna put it in this, and we're gonna see what it says.
While you're looking for that, do they have councils that decide on these, how to modernize words?
I think it's more organic than that. I think at one point it was all really formal, and as people got older and more words got introduced, people started to slack. And he got to driving a car, right? So you can say, I need Nahiga, right? Let's click on it and see what it says. I am driving. This is the absolute state. This is the construct state. Nahigat.
That gar is almost in there.
Yeah.
Or live. Or...
Yeah, almost like lived. Nahiga, driving. Let's see. My driving. My drivings, no. Nahiga Tainu.
Nahiga check for the woman.
It's not really.
I didn't mean to send you through all that. I'm
No,
about to
no,
yawn.
no. I'm just doing a quick little word study. It's sometimes it's good to see what the teacher does because it gives you this, right? I do,
Yeah.
we do, you do, right? I'm showing you how I would do it, how I would research it. So this is how the same way you would do it, right? But yeah, definitely, it's a very interesting word
Mhm.
to behave, to drive. Yeah, there you go. See, let me show what I did. So, when I put the word in there, right, you have the construct state and the absolute
Mhm.
state. I didn't like any of these, right? So I went to the root word, which is what is this? It won't tell you what the verb family is. But anyway, I clicked on the root and it gives you all the different words for it. And Pa'al is always the Pa'al verb family is the easiest verb family for me. And it
Mhm.
says to drive, right? Which is the
Mhm.
infinitive form, lean hog, right? Lean hog, lean hog. So I clicked on that, and now I have lean hog, which is to drive, and it gives me I drive, you drive, you drive,
Mhm.
she drives. I drove, nahiga, nahagti, right? We
Mhm.
drove, nahagnu, you drove, nahagat, nahagta, nahagd, or what's this? Nahagt. Yeah. So that's hard to say there. Look at
Ooh,
that.
it is. It is.
Nahagd.
Nahag.
Nahagteam. Nahagteen. Nahag. Nahaga. Right? Afo Haimi. Afo Haima. Where is the word? Afo Shell. No, how you say where is your mom? Afo Ima Shelly. Right? Afo Ima Afo ata ima shala. Where's your mom? Afo ata ima shala. Where's your mom? Nahaga lechanut. She drove to the store. And see, that might not be 100% correct, but it makes sense, right?
Okay.
And you could then take that framework, AFO, where is your mom, right? Where is your mom? Let me just put that in where can I put that? Let's put it in Google Translate. We're finished, guys. The class is almost over with, but I'm just curious now. I want to see what this is going to be. So let's put this. Let's see if I'm correct. Where is your mother?
Info.
Info ima
Ima.
shala. Shalka. Well, yeah, shalka or shalech, right? Masculine and feminine. Where is your mother? Efo ima shalach, right? Or shalcha, either masculine or feminine. So if I was talking to one of you ladies, I would say shalach because it's feminine. And you could say, what? She drove to the store, right? Lechanut. Now, of course, this is not the right word. Let's see what this word says real quick. I'll put all this on the chat too. I like to, put it on the chat. Let's see what it says, and then we're going to close. Nasa, she rode to the store. So that she rode to the store to drive, to ride, to travel, but it's really the road to ride. Okay. So I like the other one. I like the other way better. I like this one better. Right. She drove. Nahaga. So you say he, naga, right? He is she. He, naga, lechanut. She drove to the store. But it could be all kind of things, ladies. And I want you to have those I want you to have those experiences when you're trying to build this conversation. And if we pair up, or if we team up, and Israel call this person, or you call him, and you call her, and we just spend our time this week just practicing these terms and saying stuff, it might not be perfect Hebrew, but it's gonna start. Talk to somebody who's from Belize or from Mexico or from China, and listen to how they talk, and that's gonna be us, but we're gonna be talking in Hebrew. It's not perfect Hebrew vernacular, but it is legible. You know what I'm saying? It is intelligible, and that's where you start. That's where children start. That's where people who learn foreign languages start. And we think that we're going to wake up one day and just speak perfect Hebrew and write songs like David. Nah, bro, it takes time. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the class to a close here. I think we have learned and shared a lot. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Hey, Moreh, I just wanted to say, I might have missed if you had sent out any of the sight words. I'm not sure if you did or not, but I might have missed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something I did not do. My computer had a little issue last week, and so I will work on getting some sight words out as well this week. I'll send them to you. I'll put them on the chat or something, okay?
Okay. Toda.
And I'll be sure to I'm gonna go into the chat, glory to the righteous, and I'm gonna ask you for your emails so that I can send out the documents that I have on my computer here, okay? So if you will take some time tonight and send me your email so that I can so that I know who to give the information to.
And send it to your WhatsApp address.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna send it to you. Can send it to my WhatsApp. That's fine. Or you can put it on the chat if you don't mind, or send it to my WhatsApp. Send me a direct message if you are like me and you don't like giving everybody information. You know, you can put it to me. You send it to me direct.
No, it's no problem on WhatsApp because we entered many of us entered our information before.
Yes, ma'am.
But I know you have, as you said, history with your computer, so you need it again.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. Nalehadish hakivo. Shuva Yahuwah. Rivavo afe Israel. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
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 Selah.
Selah.
Ah,
Lila Tov. Mishpachah.
Lila Tov.
Oh,
Bye.
Mishpachah.
Rabba.